A's Extra.
Welcome back on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Getting ready for Game 15 of the Cape League season. Chatham visits Yarmouth-Dennis for the first time in 2026. And it's time for the Manager's Show with the Chatham manager, Dennis Cook. I'm Jake Klein. Dennis, you had the 8-1 lead yesterday in Brewster, but ultimately fell 9-8. From your vantage point, what were those final couple of innings like?
Painful. Really painful. Got to do a way better job coming out of the bullpen and throwing more strikes. You got to be aggressive. You got to attack the strike zone and figure out a way to get outs. I know they didn't try to on purpose. It's just, they got to be better, and they know that.
The two pitchers that you brought in, Wyatt Neto and Chase Meyer, both new to the team. Is there anything that you say to those guys after their first outings go that way?
Throw more strikes.
What was the overall message to the team after the game?
Pitchers, you got basically that. We got to do a better job out of the bullpen. And from an offensive standpoint, we let the middle innings get away from us. We didn't keep adding on. But anytime we score 8 runs, we should win in this league. And it just was a meltdown in the bullpen.
There's been a couple of times sprinkled throughout the season where your team has had, maybe 1 or 2 big innings. How can you get the offense to be more consistent throughout the course of 9?
Well, I know they're trying to be consistent, but you just got to keep competing. You can't give away at-bats. You can't give away pitches. You got to keep competing every pitch of every at-bat of every inning on both sides of the ball, and you just have to do that for 9 innings. You got to stay locked in for 9 innings.
One of the guys who's continually put together competitive at-bats at the top of the order is Rob Rispoli. 2 more doubles for him yesterday at the top. What has made him such a special hitter this summer?
He loves playing baseball. He loves playing baseball. He loves competing. He's going to show up at the ballpark ready to play every day, and I love that. And I'll try to get him in the lineup every day I can get him in the lineup, because those are my kind of players right there.
Chatting with Dennis Cook on the Manager's Show. Chatham and Yarmouth-Dennis coming up in just a couple of minutes. Dennis, you turn today to Jack Oman. Through 2 starts, he's got a 2 ERA. Pretty good so far. What do you like from him in his first 2 appearances?
He's got good stuff. I like watching him pitch. I hope he relies a little more on his fastball today. I thought the last game he kind of got away from that a little bit and started trying to trick people instead of just attacking, especially late in his outing. So I want him to attack with that. He's got a good rising fastball, and use it a little bit more today would be my suggestion to him.
How do you, when it comes to pitchers, balance allowing them to work on certain pitches or certain aspects of their game versus just doing what they're good at?
I like them to stick to their strengths for sure. Every pitcher should pitch to his strength, and I think sometimes we get not cute, but we get a little bit timid and scared of contact. I want our guys to attack the strike zone and pitch to contact, not away from contact. We want early outs and often outs.
How do you instill that mentality in your staff?
Well, I mean, it's kind of got to be instilled by them. We don't have them long enough to really instill a mentality. We'll tell them. We tell them, attack the strike zone, and if we're talking about a season long, a full year with the kids, then you can instill your mentality to them and what you're trying to do with them. But just the 40 games, and he's here for 3 starts, so really not much I could do to him but tell him what I see. And it's up to him if he wants to apply that or not.
So you're expecting this to be Jack's final start?
I think so.
What would you like to see from him today against a Yarmouth-Dennis team that is 13-1 to start the year?
I'd like to see him attack the strike zone and beat them.
Well, there's Dennis Cook. Chatham and Yarmouth-Dennis coming up. Dennis, thanks as always for the time.
Thank you.